We're debt free. Yay, I am so happy. So, I will tell you how we got into debt, how we got out of debt, and any future plans we may have in this video. I really hope this encourages all of you to get out of debt, to free that anchor, and yeah, just live your happy, fulfilled lives without debt. I know debt affects so much of us that I wanted to make this a part of my channel here on YouTube. It's a really small channel, but I really hope this reaches just one person and helps a little. So, how we got into debt. My husband and I, well, I'm gonna rewind a little far back. My husband and I have been married for almost 10 years as of July, and when we got married, we didn't really have much debt. We were young 20-something-year-olds. I didn't have any student loans, even though I was a student, because, well, I took 4 years to finish a 2-year degree, and I don't feel sad to say that. I did that because I took a year and a half or so off to work. I worked a few jobs, like 3 part-time jobs, and I just saved all that money, and I was able to pay as I went to school. So I had no student loans, never had to deal with any of that. My husband, he had student loans, but he joined the Army and he used his GI Bill, which I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, he used his GI Bill and got his student loans taken care of. He just had to pay a little bit, which was kind of the tax that they take out. But anyways, we didn't have any student loans. He did have a car payment. That was about $7,000 at the time. And when we got married, we truly believed that two become one, including your checking account. So I had some savings after paying for school and everything, and I paid off his car. So we went from 2011 till 2018, I want to say. Yeah, that sounds right. Without any debt, with the exception of our house. We did buy our house, our first house that we're actually still living in 2014. So, but even Dave Ramsey will say that the only debt that's okay is a mortgage, because it's completely understandable that the people like us, a lot of people, won't have enough cash to pay for a house. So that's the only debt that Dave Ramsey is okay with. I am going to talk about Dave Ramsey a lot in this video. I'm going to touch on some of the things that he teaches and things that we agree with. And there's a few things we disagree with, but again, that's another video. But yeah, let's just get started. Like I said, we didn't have any debt until 2018 when we bought our truck. It's a $26,000 truck. It's a 2015 Chevy Silverado, just if you need to know. And that's been our only debt for the past few years, and we finally paid that off. Now, no, this isn't some crazy video about like paying off $100,000 in debt. For you people who've done it, awesome. Kudos to you. But yeah, we just had that one debt, and I will be telling you about all the things we did to pay it off, like I said in the beginning. So what did we do to pay off this debt? I'm looking at my notes over there, just so you know. We lived way below our means. My husband does make a decent amount of money, but we bought a house, which before our truck, that we felt that we can live in, that it's small. It's just over 1,100 square feet. It's very small. And we found a house that we feel like we can grow into. It was just the two of us, and then my son joined in 2016. But yeah, we've always lived below our means, and we continued that and even cut out more once we got a truck payment, which the truck payment was just over $400 a month. So we reevaluated our budget monthly, meaning I would make a budget in the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month, I would evaluate and see, like, okay, I do need to up our grocery bill, which nowadays you need to pay attention to. Grocery prices are going up. Reevaluated, like if I knew that a big bill was coming up, like our property tax, car tags, anything like that, you have to keep checking your budget. seeing if you can challenge yourself and trying to cut out entertainment money or your grocery bill and stuff like that. Next thing we did was we truly went by, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're in Kentucky, okay? So, and see this couch back here? My husband bought this couch 11 years ago, before he even met me, at Goodwill for $50, and we're still using it. Does it look pretty? Heck no. It's really ugly. It's really beat up. I babysit, and I've had my son who spit up, nastiness happened to it. But we went along with it because it's still usable. Just like a lot of the other furniture in our house, they're dinged up, beat up, need a paint job, but it all works. And my husband is really handy, luckily, and he will fix things up to the point that we can still use items like that. We didn't go on any fancy vacations while we had that truck payment. I am from Hawaii. Would I like to go back to Hawaii annually? Heck yeah. But we took a break from that. We did go on vacation, luckily, right before we bought this truck, and we did enjoy ourselves. But while we had the truck, we really did try to slow down on spending, especially for entertainment wise. We took family vacations to see other families out of state, and we did things. Our favorite thing to do, which still is our favorite thing to do, is go to the park and have a picnic. And my son would go play on the playground, and we would go walk, half a mile or whatever. But yeah, we did low cost fun on the weekends when we were together. And the last thing we did that's like more of a savings thing we did was we ate a rice and beans diet. This comes from Dave Ramsey. Yes, it literally means we ate a lot of rice and beans and other things that are low cost, like eggs. Eggs in Kentucky are 52 cents a dozen, peanut butter. And then when we did eat meat, like ground beef, we would chop up almost the same amount of onion or mushroom, really small. I know not everyone likes onion and mushroom, but I'm telling you, things like that to make your food spread out to last a lot longer. So a pound of ground beef for us could last a few, 2, 3, maybe 4 meals. So yeah, that's what we did to save money. Now the next couple of things are how we actually got extra cash. So we got extra cash by side hustling like crazy. I will link my video below. It didn't get very many views, but if you have the time, I think you should check it out. It's about side hustles that I've done personally that worked and got us extra cash to throw at that debt. So yeah, I'll link that below. And my husband also side hustled as well. He did a couple things. If you're interested, ask me below. I love getting those comments, questions, and stuff like that. So we both side hustled like crazy. Amount wise, I will tell you, I make about $500 to $1,000 after taxes every month. So that's an extra $1,000 or so being thrown at debt. And last thing we did is we used our tax refunds and part of our stimulus checks and threw it directly at debt. Didn't look at it, didn't go out to a fancy steak dinner, didn't do any of that. We just threw it. As soon as it hit our checking account, it got thrown right into our truck payment, our the loan. Yeah, that's the word, the loan. And yeah, the stimuluses that we got the past year, we did use a little bit of it we would do a takeout meal, do some prepping, stuff like that. But for most of the money, we did throw it at debt. So when we got the last stimulus, was it last month or a month before? I think it was last month. When we got the last stimulus, we threw it all at debt, and that was it. Our truck payment was gone, and it was so freeing. I really wish I recorded this video then, but that's okay. I didn't have time, and I'm doing it now, and I'm still as happy as I was last month when I paid off that loan. So happy. So now what? What's next? So we are still going to continue and live like we have been, living way below our means. It means a lot to me to do that. Not everyone, we don't feel like we need much more in life, honestly. We would like to go on more vacations, even if it's just to Great Wolf Lodge, which is kind of pricey. Eventually going back to Hawaii, which of course costs a lot more. But now that we have $400+ in our account, and then I'm going to continue side hustling because it's just easy money. We're going to continue throwing that into savings. And once we hit, there's a certain number that I'm not sure I want to share yet in our checking, and then, or in our checking, in our savings, and then I will be happy to go on vacation and stuff. We are starting to do this. We're starting to eat out more and doing more takeout, just because my degree is actually in hotel and restaurant management. I am a tourism person. I like tourism. It helps the economy. And like, the economy is, the easiest way of saying it is you spending money on something, and then that person spending on some money on something, and that's just how the world goes around, okay? And yeah, the restaurant businesses here have been hit so hard with shutdown and everything. And even restaurants are still at, I think, 60% capacity right now where I live. But where they've been hurting so hot, like bad, I've been doing more takeout just to help bring business to them. And yeah, it just does mean a lot to me, more than the person who just likes to go out to eat. So yeah, that's what we have coming next. If you have any questions, comments, anything else, let me know below. I will be having a budget video coming out soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with like a May budget or how to create a budget. Not really sure. I just wanted to share my debt-free journey with you. It wasn't anything super exciting, but I still feel like I wanted to share it, and I wanted to encourage anyone who's in a debt situation to get out. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, let me know below. And yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. Oh, give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I hope you subscribe if you're new. My name is Desiree. On this channel, I do a mix of things. I do a lot of grocery hauls, coupon deals, money saving tips, debt tips, and just a lot of mom life stuff. But yeah, I hope everyone really has a good one, and take care. Okay, bye everyone.